Yeah, this is Terry Raposa with Jefferson State of Mind, Wynn Carpenter, and we're here with Mark Baird. And we have a lot of very important things that we believe that that people need to know, and we also want to make sure that people do know that we have a radio program every Sunday, and you can go to that going to kcnr1460.com. You can go to that radio program. We do archive that. We archive all of these episodes, and we are going to be blasting forward for liberty. My good friend Mark Baird here is going to start us off with a story that he thinks is very pertinent to the time that we live in now. So go ahead, brother.
Well, we've been talking about standing for what you believe in, and we've been talking about fighting for what you believe in, and trying to change the state of California back to a constitutional republic from a socialist, a failed socialist state. And I saw a story the other day on the news where President Xi Jinping just got himself appointed for an unprecedented third term as the president of China, the Communist Party of China, and I think he's going to be the president for life until someone puts one in the back of his head or he passes away of natural causes. But the opening of the party Congress, and these things are pretty well scripted. I mean, there is not much left to chance when they show things on the news. In other words, no one leaves the reservation when the cameras are on. It's very, very tightly controlled and tightly scripted. And I've been to China many times over the last 30 years, and I've seen these things occur again and again. So the very first thing that happened before the Communist Party Congress opened, a couple of security guards walked up to the former president of China, the guy that was president before Xi Jinping, and they grabbed him by the arms, and they picked him up, and they drug him out of the room.
Whoa.
Now, they didn't he wasn't kicking and screaming, but he was kind of like trying to get away from him, and he was, he was trying to grab his papers. He tapped old Z on the shoulder like, hey, come on, don't do this to me. And, Z just kind of looked at him. He said something which we'll never know what that was. And then he looked forward, and now all of the people around this guy were his former colleagues, right? And you assume that they had some regard for this guy. I would have to assume that he worked with them for years and years and years, and even communists have to have, buddies of one kind or another.
Some kind of loyalty, yeah.
And as they were dragging him out of the room, every single one of those people was sitting there looking at their shoes.